You're listening to the Behind Ears podcast because everybody does Disney differently. The Behind Ears podcast crew would like to thank the following sponsors for their generous support. Hey everybody, it's Mr. Chris, and I gotta tell you about Expedition Roasters. Listen, I'm a pretty big coffee drinker, just like a lot of you are, but these people have got coffee right. Their coffees are made from selectively sourced premium and specialty grade Arabica beans. They provide the absolute best flavor and aroma, and select roast even come directly from a single estate farm for a truly perfect cup that is never bitter. They've got awesome Disney-inspired flavors such as Roundhouse Roast, Route 66, Skipper's Brew, Dark Side Roast, Redhead Rum, and one of my favorites, Bob Slitter's Brew. Listen, if you want to have the taste of Disney in every cup, give them a try today. ExpeditionRoasters.com, and Behind the Ears podcast listeners gets an extra 20% off your first order by using the coupon code EARS20. That's right, EARS20. And you can find them over at ExpeditionRoasters.com. Brew your happy place. If you have a little one and you're going to Walt Disney World, you're going to need a stroller. I'll tell you what, KingdomStrollers.com is the place where you want to look into. I'll tell you, I've destroyed my fair share of strollers while at Walt Disney World, and those things are not cheap. But getting something from KingdomStrollers.com, they'll be able to help you pick out the perfect stroller for you. And the nice part is that because they're a Disney preferred provider, they'll be able to drop it off and pick it up right from your Disney resort at no extra charge. So if you don't want to necessarily destroy your stroller in the process and you want to have a great Disney vacation with your little one, contact KingdomStrollers.com and they'll set you right up. That's KingdomStrollers.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to another exciting Friday Eve episode of Behind the Ears podcast. I am Uncle Danny, the man cleaning. That is Mr. Clean, also known as Mr. Chris. Sir, how are you?
Wait a second. Is Mr. Clean just another way of having a bald joke? I mean, really, seriously now? Really?
Well, I mean, the way I look at it is, you were making dad jokes, so I got to throw a couple of my own dad jokes out there. So how you doing tonight, sir?
Oh, Mr. Follically Challenged is doing well. Things are going good. I'm done with work. Today was my Friday. Chances are I'll probably have to do something for work tomorrow before I get into my car and head south to Indianapolis to pick you up, and which is always fun, especially at Indianapolis International Airport, which I really like that airport. That's a nice airport.
It is a really nice airport.
It really is.
Small, but very nice.
It's small, but it's not too much smaller than Midway. And I think the parking, they're doing a lot of work in the parking structure. I think their food court is actually really pretty cool. In fact, heck, I may get there early just so I can chill out in their food court and just, enjoy some.
They have a full service McDonald's there.
They have a full service McDonald's?
Mm-hmm. Well, McDonald's, I don't know why you use the word full service, but they have McDonald's there. They do.
Okay.
Last time when you dropped me off at that airport, I had McDonald's.
That's kind of rare. You don't eat McDonald's.
I mean, I dabble here and there.
Well, yeah. So I'm all set. The Gusmobile is all filled up with corn juice, Indiana made, Indiana grown E85, because we try to be environmentally conscious here. That, and it was super cheap.
Really put corn in it? I was about to say, what happens when you are out in the middle of nowhere? They don't have. So will you put regular gas in that?
Yeah, but there's enough. There's plenty of E85 stations up and down the I-65 corridor. And I use Gas Buddy. I don't know if anybody else uses Gas Buddy. I use Gas Buddy to find the best price on fuel, and it's really kind of cool because it'll tell me where I can find my local E85 stations, tell me the prices, and even if I say go, it'll actually send it over to the Google GPS, which is really cool. I would definitely say that anybody who hasn't tried Gas Buddy, give it a try. It really is a great little app. It's totally free. I know that we have saved so much money, in just, being able to find the best price of fuel. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but even if you find a savings of 5 cents a gallon, and when you're loading up on 20 gallons at a time, it's like $1. Well, and you do that enough throughout the year and you'll save yourself 30, 40, $50, you know, especially if you're driving down to Disney and, you know, there's a few stations around Atlanta that I fill up at. And the thing is that you go just a little distance away from another, and you might find a 15 to 20 cent difference in fuel prices. So
that adds up if you're doing like a 20-gallon tank.
Yeah. You know, there's, you know, the tank for Disk Truck 1 is like 24 gallons. I mean, seriously, I have to belong to OPEC in order to fill that puppy up. So it's pretty bad. But who said that their car is on negative E right now? Oh, it's yes. Jessica.
Are you surprised?
No, not anymore. So
tonight's going to be a different episode. We'll talk to you guys a little bit here. You know, you saw Mr. Chris doing a lot of testing throughout the day today. We're literally just going to go through the steps of us getting ready, making sure we have everything without actually moving cameras. We understand that Chris is getting a little spotty here and there, and his voice is dropping out, and my camera's blurry. Listen, it's technical difficulties we're working on, but, you know, let's move on. All right, so first things first, I made a boo-boo, and I did not check in for my flight. So I'm going to go ahead and check in for my flight.
Now, you're on Southwest, so you did do early bird.
The extra for the early bird. Now, see, when I pull up my reservation here, it does not indicate that I did early bird. Will that come after I check in, or
it doesn't ever really tell you that you have early bird? It kind of already checked you in at like something like 36 hours beforehand, even though that you're not able to press the button until 24 hours beforehand. So technically, you've already checked in. It just doesn't tell you anything like that.
Boom. Boarding position A38.
I think that's that. I've had A38 before. I had A37 before too.
And I could text my boarding pass to myself. I'm doing that.
Oof. There you go.
Send that puppy over to me. Now, cracked screen. Oh, wait. Do they have a kiosk there where I can print?
They should.
Yeah. Oh, mobile boarding pass is currently unavailable.
Don't worry about it. I usually... Go ahead.
It says, please print your boarding pass online or at Southwest kiosk.
I usually just get it at the kiosk.
And then were they like the little kiosks out front? Like where they're like, because you get 2 free bags. Mm-hmm. So I was just going to stuff everything in like a carry-on bag, but I know you had said, and a couple people had mentioned to me that overhead bins kind of go quest.
You know, I never had a problem because I was also an early bird check-in. I had the same type of number as you. You won't have a problem finding overhead bin space.
Okay.
But, you know, it's up to you.
I'm just going to pack a luggage if it's free, honestly.
It is. All you got to do is that you got to go to a kiosk anyway. And then you'll get your boarding pass. It'll actually print out the tag that you put on your luggage, on your suitcase. And then you put it on yourself. And usually right by there is like the gate, well, like the luggage agent, so to speak, where you'll give them your driver's license and they will, you know, scan your luggage and then they'll put it on the conveyor, and it's really quick. I will tell you, Southwest Airlines, I think, had probably one of the best check-in experiences from a kiosk that I've ever had. And most of the people I've ever talked to so far at Southwest have always been super nice, super friendly. I really liked them. I think their prices are really good. I actually priced out something for another trip, and they were like literally, you know, it was like almost $100 less a ticket. And I'm just like, there you go. So
okay, so when you get the email confirmation, not oh wait, no, that's the email confirmation that I have early bird check-in. Okay, I thought they maybe did tell you, but they don't. Okay, cool. But it looks like I'm all checked in. You're right.
Yeah,
I think so.
So all you got to do is, like,
yep, you're checked in.
When you go to the kiosk, just have like the credit or debit card handy that you use.
Okay.
It just makes it so much easier. Just pop that in. It doesn't charge anything. and it kind of brings up your itinerary really easily that way.
Oh, nice. Nice. So I'm going through some of these comments. Mike is coming from Cleveland.
Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks.
Jessica says I should bring her a nice present. I am the present. Get me a bow, smack it on my forehead, call it a day. Chris, I did get your package today. I was going to text you on the side. I have not opened it yet, but I will after the show. All right, so that's cool. Checked in. I did pay extra for that early bird. Now let me ask you about this because I've never flown Southwest. I only usually fly. I mean, I've flown United last time to Indy, and I've flown JetBlue when I was a kid.
Right.
There's no assigned seating, right?
Right. It's just you basically get onto the plane and you can pick any seat you want anywhere on the plane. So you don't have to. You want to sit all the way in the back row and no one's there? Go for it. You want to try to get in the middle seat next to some really neat people all the way up in front? Feel free. I'm
assuming the front of the plane gets bottled up pretty quickly.
I think the front of the plane tends to get their seats taken care of pretty quickly, but like Kathy and I has sat in the exit row without any real issues, and that was actually pretty cool. That was actually not too bad of an experience, even though the exit row seats that I was in did not recline, and that's fine.
Okay. Then let me phrase this to you. The exit row on Spirit is about 4 feet, so you get a lot of leg room. I can almost sit on the ground when I do it. Okay, here's my thing. How far is that TV away from my face then?
There is no TV.
Because it says there's no TV?
No.
These little planes don't have TVs?
No, you can stream everything onto your phone.
What is that malarkey? They lied to me. They made it seem I was getting free. Live TV available. I would assume that means there's a TV in the seat.
Dude, make sure you download the Southwest Airlines app, because inside there you can get live TV. You get a certain number of channels, and it's really cool. And it worked really well.
Be such spotty service.
No, not at all. It was not bad at all. It was actually really
man,
good.
I'm a little upset. I was expecting like a TV screen like JetBlue.
No. You got your phone, but hey, just remember, you set it so you can tilt your phone like this, and you actually get a full screen. Hey, look at that. It's reflective.
Dude, I don't know if the camera, it's not going to really do justice here. I don't know if anybody can see. No, you can't. My phone is shattered.
Well, you got a tablet of any sort?
I could borrow a tablet.
I bet you anybody can do that. Just download the Southwest app.
I don't have headphones that'll fit that tablet, though.
What kind of
Unless I
tablet
brought these. Because I remember I have an iPhone, so my headphones are the stupid iPhone plug.
Oh, okay.
And the tablet's not. Yeah, it's the new ones.
Well,
all right, so what's the app here?
Just go to the Southwest Airlines app.
Just Southwest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really liked it. In fact, I even watched some movies on there too. I think it actually worked pretty well. I was bummed though, because on the way home from my last trip, it was after my phone, basically self-destructed because of some moisture.
Oh my god! You're just bored,
huh?
You're just sitting on a plane bored.
Yeah, I was. I'm thinking to myself, I'm trying to read the in-flight magazine, and I still can't.
Yeah, that doesn't last long.
I can't figure out how to do Sudoku. I still can't figure out Sudoku.
No, don't understand it at all. All right, so that's downloading. Before we dive into that,
I have to ask Mary. Look for a heart with stripes. What does a heart?
That's the logo.
Yeah. Oh, for logo. I didn't know if like a heart with stripes actually meant something, but yeah, you're
right. So we were talking before about we're super excited to be part of the Indy Disney Meet again. We hope to continuously grow, keep growing money, keep donating money, everybody, and keep raising as much as we can as year in and year out, and we become a bigger part of the Indy Disney Meet as goes on. And they were gracious enough to let us be the opening. We'll call it the opening act. We have to stay. Is it a half hour or 45 minutes? Half hour.
It's
right?
a half an hour.
So 12:15 to 12:45. We basically, Aaron and everybody, they'll all come on and they'll welcome everybody, and they have like a little stuff going on for about 15 minutes. And then boom, we take over for a half hour. So we wanted to do a podcast, but as you could tell, is even tonight when I said, "Hey, let's do a quick podcast." I mean, we haven't even been, and we're already like 26 minutes into the show. So, with that being said, we have a half hour. We'll figure 20 minutes because you got to give 5 minutes to introduce ourselves because there's gonna be a lot of people who don't know who we are, and then 5 minutes on the back end to talk about some of our people that we're associated with. Talk about the Lemon Sisters because we'll be partying next to them, handing out stuff. So let's talk about a 20-minute period.
Yeah.
My question is, what do we talk about for 20 minutes? Because I know what I think we should talk about for 20 minutes.
What do you think we should talk about? 'Cause we actually got some ideas earlier today about like kind of someone was doing like a bracket type of thing where we could do it really quick, but we don't have a lot of time for a bracket. That's the only thing.
No, too long. I think we just talk about Disney food.
See, okay.
Now, I'm hold on.
Okay.
We are proclaimed foodies inside the Disney universe. A lot of people know our podcast for the food. The only problem with that is there is another podcaster who's going to be there that is very into food inside Disney.
And also very much into top 10s and
like so talking to that said individual and his show, I don't, even though we're starting, so we're not technically copying anybody, I want to do something fresh and unique.
Yeah,
that no one else is going to cover.
I think just out of respect for a fellow podcaster and what they're known for, and being that he is, someone who I respect and I know you respect, and along the lines of what he's done, I certainly don't want. I certainly don't want to do anything that might conflict with him. And if we pick something totally different that happens to be something that someone else does as well, then at least we can honestly say it's coinky dink. So that's all I'm going to say.
So the options that we got today.
Well, as I said, there was the idea of, a versus battle type of thing, which I think is actually we've done those before. It's been kind of fun. I know we won't do a grind my gears because that's just not right.
It's not the time or place to hear Uncle Daddy freaking out.
We do a good job with the grind our gears type of thing, but it's more for a later night show like this. So
put the kids to bed. They don't need to hear about me ripping up Mickey Mouse.
We can still do food. We can do it versus. We can do a head-to-head debate. We can also see if anybody would like to ask us any questions while we're there.
I like the head-to-head debate.
I like those head-to-head debates too, and we should have some fun with it. So,
what's a topic though?
That's a question. That's a good question.
Because think about it. If we have 20 minutes, and this is more for you, you can't talk more than 10 minutes, Chris. We have to be fair. Listen, you were gifted with the gift of gab. You can talk, my brand. You got a lot of air. You can talk. And no, that was not a fat joke. I already know where you're going. I see those gears.
You know what? I didn't even think of that this time, to be honest.
Come on.
The only thing
I don't want to discuss Toy Story Land. That's too. A, I haven't been there yet.
Right.
So it would be an unfair fight. And B, it's so talked about right now that we want to be able to draw people in and gain a bigger audience and more of a following outside of, what we normally have. So that would be tough. How about Disney hotels? 10 minutes a piece about a Disney hotel. The thing is, we want to find something that me and Chris really don't agree on. And there's a lot of things out there, but we need a good one.
Well, okay, I have an idea. I know that you're anti-Disney transportation. I love Disney transportation. Mm-hmm. We could have some fun doing the pros and cons on that and getting some opinions from the crowd. But I'd like to the thing is, I'd like to try to do two different topics, not talk about 20 minutes on one thing, so to speak, but, just a couple small things, almost like we come up with a quick topic and we just do it lightning round. You know, I mean, you and I could come up with some questions, or as I said before, I would love to get feedback from the audience. I would love the audience to tell us what we could debate on, because think about it. We are an audience driven podcast. We come up with a topic usually, and we have our audience help us with a lot of things. It's what makes us, I won't say necessarily unique, because we're not unique anymore, but we were one of the first people to actually do this. That's not up for debate. But we really listen to our listeners and go down different paths because of what our listeners actually say. So I think a lightning round debate where we could do 2 to 4 things, possibly, I think we can have some fun with that. I think that would actually be kind of cool. And we could do some things like, transportation, a couple things like, best steakhouse, or who's got the best background music. What's park got the best background music?
Best park outside of Magic Kingdom.
Ooh.
Because I feel like you would go with either Epcot or Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
And I would go MGM 110%.
That'd be fun. Not to spoil it for anybody if we do that. So
it'd be interesting.
You know what? And now here's the thing. I know that we're recording this sort of thing, so it's not some of what we're talking about now is not going to make sense later. But I know that we've got Nicole watching us from the Indy Disney meet. I'll ask her a quick question if she would be so kind as to possibly comment in the comment section. Nicole, are we going to have a microphone for the PA system while we're there in order to try to have someone be able to take a question from the audience and have them actually be heard or anything like that?
Or are we at least going to have a microphone on stage?
Yeah.
That's what I'm more concerned about.
We never talked about that. And, unfortunately, we don't have a mixer or anything with us, except I've got my virtual mixer on my...
I mean, I could bring a mixer if that was
the case. But your mixer's big, I thought.
Nah, my mixer's a baby one.
Oh, well, we can see what we can do with that.
I just don't know if your laptop can handle it.
I don't know either.
And I'm not even bringing mine.
Yeah.
I can't find the power cord.
Oh, well, that kind of helps out.
That would be a problem, Yeah.
So, well,
I'll look for it tonight. You never know, but
I'll bring Odie with me. So,
I mean, we've really honestly, we learned from last year. And I know some of you people might be jumping in and be like, this is the worst podcast we've ever listened to. This is not a normal podcast. This is more me. This is what me and Chris would be talking about on the phone if we decided not to do a podcast. And I had voted not to do one tonight. So this is more of hey, we're still on. We're just having our normal discussion. Because last year we tried doing, we should, yes, because Aaron uses a mic to announce stuff. Okay.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
We tried to do the laptop last year, and that was a disaster.
Well, we learned a few things from last year, and Wi-Fi and hotspots were all a part of it. And
see, but when I went live, I had no problems. But yeah. I also don't use Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that could have been, because I streamed perfectly fine, which reminds me, I need to bring my stabilizer.
And also bring your brick.
Yes. I'm bringing that backpack.
I've got mine, and I've got mine, and it's fully charged. It's a 12,000 milliamp, so I could charge my phone 3 or 4 times easily.
I do need to charge mine. That's gonna be interesting.
Because I tested my laptop with this, and it worked out pretty well. Yes, it's going to look a little fuzzy. Yes, the sound may not be as crystal clear. Bring your mic though. Okay.
Oh,
can you bring your mic?
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay. I want to see if I can actually hook up 2 USB mics into our virtual mixer. Yeah. Okay. And Nicole, that's exactly what we're doing. And that's kind of what this conversation was all about is to figure out what we're going to bring and so on. Bricks and charging cords. Oh yeah. I mean, that's the nice part about me being able to drive down there is that I've got a tub of stuff and a tub of cords. So,
well, the nice thing is too is where our table's located. There's a power outlet right behind us.
Yeah, so it should be pretty cool.
And you have the hotel booked?
Yeah, we're checked into the hotel already.
Already checked in.
Already checked in. And I know that it has a Keurig, so I bring my coffee, my little coffee things. And I'm going to be packing some Expedition Roasters coffee. I'm going to bring what's left of my Route 66 tire fix. I'm also going to bring the Experiment 626 mystery blend. I'm going to bring that. I had a sample of that today.
Taste like?
You know, it tasted really good. I mean, it had a very mild
answer.
What?
What did it taste like? Tasted good. Tasted real good, Danny. It was delicious. Loved it. I was more asking for like a flavor.
I'm trying to explain it to you. It was kind of like tasted a little bit of a combination of the Fortune and Glory, along with a little bit of the praline. It was definitely a smoother flavor. Neither flavor came out as like, wow, this is the flavor. It was kind of a nice blend to it. It was pretty good.
Nicole brings up a very good point. We need multiple devices so you can live stream on one and bid on the auction. Listen, I went through that auction sheet tonight. Oh, my poor bank account is gonna hurt because there's. I'm not gonna say which ones. There's 2 items that I've already said. As long as they don't break a certain price point, I'm going after.
Dude, you know, I know which ones you're going after. And dang it, I was.
All right, tell me. I want to see if you know.
You're going after both of the frickin' watches, aren't you?
No,
no,
God, no.
Okay,
no. The one with the black case that didn't make my top 2 because I know that there's going to be some money flowing tomorrow, and it's all going to a good cause, and that watch is going to go. But this year, whoever wins it, look out for Uncle Danny because I might come offer you money for the case. I want that case.
So, yeah, no, because I want one of the watches. I really do. I'm sorry. Everybody knows I'm a big watch fan. By the way, Mary, just to let you know, I'm the one that did the hotel arrangements. So we know, and Danny and I, you know, we got a suite at where we're staying. Because we're bougie, and it's not just that. It was only a few bucks more. And the thing is that we need the extra room to do some final preparations on a Friday night and so on and so forth. So Nicole, I'm going to ask you a question with this, if you don't mind me asking. Is it like eBay where if you put in a certain bid, it won't necessarily go all the way up to that bid, but it'll like bid in increments for you? Or is it like if you put in $20, it's going to automatically bid all $20?
Here's the question. Here's the real question. I can't even think about this last night. What happens? How does a silent auction is on a piece of paper?
Mm-hmm.
But you can also bid online.
Mm-hmm. It's all going. You have to bid online.
Everything's bidding online.
If I'm not mistaken, I think it's like if you can't bid online, they'll help you make some arrangements or something like that.
Oh,
I think that's what I'm paraphrasing it very, very.
I'm gonna have to check that out. Jessica got the Whirlpool. Are you at the same hotels as Jessica?
Jessica, I think, is staying at the same place that we are because I helped her make the arrangements.
No paper this year. Okay,
so it is not all not all $20. It would be like in increments or something like that. Okay, beautiful.
All digital.
Okay.
Listen, I think all digital is great for people who can't attend because you hit a bigger audience to raise money for a cause. I think digital stinks for me because I would like to hover over the paper and I really can't hover over something.
You know, the thing is, here's the deal, Danny. This is the good part about it. If you already have in your mind's eye that you don't want to bid any more than X amount,
just put that number in and walk away.
And let the system take it over. So you know that you're going to pay that amount or less, or you're not getting it. And I like that because I am so going to be doing that, especially for the few items I want. Of course, I haven't told my wife anything about that yet, but that's okay. She's probably not watching right now. And she won't be, she probably won't be around for the actual.
I can't wait for when people figure that out. And whenever the bidding opens, say it opens at noon tomorrow, things are going to jump up $150, $300 like that. Because if everybody puts their max bid in, and Chris, yours is 50, mine's 75, it's automatically going to go to 60.
Or something like that.
You know what I mean?
Aaron says if you get outbid, you'll get a text message. So every once in a while you're going to hear people going, crap.
I'm going to be on stage in the middle of a show this is ridiculous.
How can it be? It's only $12.30.
It's $12.30. How is it so expensive already?
No, this year I'm going to tell you right now, man. I'm leaving the corporate card at home. Otherwise,
we're gonna run out of money.
I'm leaving the corporate card at home. So
I have a good investment.
Yeah,
I got a few horses.
And also don't forget you got the other raffle for the big vacation at the end, but you kind of have to be there or have someone there for you to get that. And
I will be at least buying one. Bidding starts at 10 a.m. on Saturday. Whew. So literally I could walk in. So I just wanted to call in Aaron and understand if I'm miserable on stage at 12:15, it's because they've had 2 hours to bid and I'm already out of money. Just want you guys to understand what you're doing to me here. You're setting me up here.
At least it's funny. She goes, take it with you. There may be something you need. We are still a small business, and I'm the one that controls the finances with the company right now. And
don't let me do it. So I just get money in there.
Yeah, I don't take money. You don't have to be present to win the vacation, which is really cool.
I will buy one of those tickets.
I plan on it too. I plan on at least one.
I would love to buy more, but at $20 a pop, I like one. I like my odds. There.
Yeah, I mean,
it's for a good cause.
Okay. It's all going to a good cause. Let's all face it. Okay, they're gonna get different things out of me. They're gonna, the thing is that they're gonna win either a lot of money. Hey, and also I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't forget there's an awesome package deal of a beautiful Haunted Mansion Dooney and Burke large tote. You should actively bid on stage during the podcast. I guarantee you, Danny's gonna do that now. Thanks, Nicole. He's gonna do that, and we'll say, okay, seriously, we're gonna be the ones showing. That's what we should do, Danny. We should give a tutorial on how to bid on the auctions.
Here's a tutorial on what not to do to make Danny mad. Yeah. Oh, this is wonderful. Look how clear I am. Your picture looks terrible, but I look great. Hey, this is wonderful.
I look good no matter what. You know what I'm saying? No, but it's one of those things. I was going to say, we got that Dooney and Burke that that one of our listeners donated as a part of it, and I got Expedition Roasters to throw in some coffee, a mug, and a really awesome coffee spoon, and that's going to be a really, really awesome deal. I mean, seriously, it's valued at over $300. I think you really gotta look at that one. If you're a Dooney and Burke, it's brand new, still has the wrapping on the darn thing. So
yeah, I didn't see that up there. Did you not get the picture in on time?
No, it's up there.
Did it? Did I miss it? Did I scroll right by it?
Yeah, you scrolled right by it. I saw it. It was there. And you know what?
To be fair, I don't know what the purse looks like, so I probably scrolled right by it.
Yeah, it's got an opening bid that I think that if anybody just went for the opening bid, it's a steal. It's an absolute steal for something brand new like that. With the coffee alone would cost you, coffee with the spoon is $30 in of itself. So,
what is this, Danny? What do you like on Ritz crackers? I like my Ritz crackers plain.
Are you serious? Oh, I like Ritz crackers plus. I don't know.
Do not say that cheese out of a can, you weirdo.
Oh my gosh. No. First off, if you're going to eat the cheese out of a can, it's like, no.
So I may have missed this, but if you win and aren't there, get it shipped to you. I know last year they were shipping stuff.
They are. It is one of those things. They will ship it to you, but there is a fee on top of it, and each one of those auction items tells you what the estimated shipping fee is, if I'm not mistaken.
And like Jess said, don't forget, we also are doing mini giveaways. We have buttons. We've got some other swag. If you check us out in the WDW community, we have ears that Jessica made with the Behind the Ears podcast logo. They came out fantastic. We'll be giving a couple of those away. Chris is just cycling through the things we're giving away. And also, yes, you can. They have shipping cost items, no problem.
And it's stuff that we're giving away. Oh, dude, I also I forgot to tell you, like over a week ago, I actually got a good stash of candy too, for people to stop by. A lot of it is from a local candy company, which I know one of our one of our fellow podcasters actually got a lot more from this same place. I got some. I didn't get as much as they did. They put us to shame in the amount of candy. But we've got buttons. We've got decals for your car. Got candy. We've got ears. I've got a few coffee that's kind of, I call them prototype coffee mugs, because they are going to have some waterproof decals on them, but we'd like to get people's reactions on them. They are not our usual. I say prototypes because there's very few of them and we're testing them out.
So the beaver brush is back.
There you go. You bring in the beaver brush?
Yeah. It's my buddy.
So
can't wait. But what time is it? Oh boy, it's 10:30. I got a pack.
Kathy has been nice enough to do some of my packing for me. So
I've got the girlfriend. She's patiently waiting downstairs to help me pack because she doesn't trust me to dress nicely.
And Stacy, yes.
All right. Let me ask you.
Wait.
How do you?
Hold on. Stacy Nyman is joining us, and as she said, she's one of the podcasters from the Dub Review podcast. And Stacy, I'm really looking forward to meeting you and everybody else over there. It's going to be a blast. Really, I hope that we can, just kind of get to know each other a little bit. Love your show. It's really cool. And by all means, really can't wait to look forward to. And seriously, it's like you come over this way to buy all your candy. It's like next time you come out to that place, like, let me know. I'll meet you guys for like a burger or coffee or something like that, or even more candy, or the popcorn place across the street from Albanese. Oh, that popcorn place is so good. Oh, dude, they've got popcorn that is like coated in like candy bars. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
I'm listening. I'm trying to log into this app for the first time.
Which app?
The Southwest app.
Oh, okay. So it's really cool. So
I was gonna say something, but then you yelled.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. Oh man, what was I?
What?
What was I going to talk about?
I don't know. But by the way, this time when I pick you up from the airport, I am not going to play smooth jazz for you.
Oh, come on. I feel like that's like my walkout music.
Oh, dude. I've got.
How long is that ride? Like an hour?
Oh, not even. We're in the middle of the afternoon. It should be a whole lot less, and it should not be too bad.
Time to get ill. Yeah. Hope my boss isn't watching.
I took the day off. Even if I wanted to, I almost tempted it. I was going to say, if I left really early, I can just work from my office office there.
That's right. Thank you, Mary. Appreciate you paying attention. I was not going to ask the best way to pack. Okay, so I'm not allowed to pack for myself anymore because I guess I have the Benjamin Button disease, I guess, because I don't know how to dress myself anymore. The things I wear are inappropriate, I've been told. So I guess I'm just becoming a child again. So here's my question. How do you fly?
What do you mean?
What do you wear?
That's a great question because I have a whole routine when I fly. You gotta understand, on one airline by itself, I have 300,000 miles under my belt. So I've spent plenty of time with my butt in those little seats. I wear comfortable shoes, regular socks. I usually wear like jean shorts. I don't wear anything nylon, like nylon shorts or stuff like that. A nice, decent cotton shirt, something that breathes. I usually have a lot of times I'll have a jacket in my bag because who knows if the airline is going to be, like cold or if it's going to be hot. And then in my bag, I usually have assorted snacks. And then I usually pick up a bottle of water from, a $10 bottle of water from one of the places.
And then he wonders why I tell him he talks too much. I asked him what he wears. He not only went into the detail to tell me about his socks, somehow we ended up on assorted snacks and him stopping at the store to get water inside the airport. Just want to point that out to everybody. So if you guys think I'm being a jerk, this is exactly what I meant about he can talk. The root for my question was the reason behind it. Flame retardant clothes.
That's also why I don't wear. That's why I don't wear like anything that's
nylon.
That's why I don't wear like nylon stuff.
Okay. So when
Like
I was in
sports
college, we used to fly a lot for college for hockey. So I always had to wear, button up shirts, ties, khakis. And then that kind of just carried over to a little more casual, like there was a point when I was a kid, I was never allowed to wear shorts on a plane. You had to wear pants, slacks, that's just the way I was brought up. And then when I started getting older, I would just wear like, nice khaki shorts and like a polo shirt. And last year, being in Disney for 52 calendar days and flying down there like 11 times in the span of like 6 months, 7 months, I got real comfortable flying. So I roll up in like slip-on Croc shoes, but not like your typical Crocs. You would never know. They look like Toms. Basketball shorts and a t-shirt with a hoodie and a ball cap on. And I got my clothes out for tomorrow, and my mom and my girlfriend both look, and they're like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "My clothes for the plane." Absolutely not. I can't yell because they might hear me. You cannot go on the plane dressed like that. What are you kidding me? So I didn't know if the way I was dressing was unacceptable. I didn't know.
Okay, there you go. I'm not saying anything else.
I like this: flame retardant clothes, comfy shoes in case of a crash because I'm a weirdo.
Hey, listen. You never know. And I've been on a plane that had an aborted takeoff before.
Really?
Oh, it was hilarious because it's like I'm in a Embraer 135. It's a small commuter jet and it probably holds like maybe 40 to 50 people if you're lucky. We're at Columbus, at the Columbus International Airport, Columbus, Ohio. Heading back to Chicago. Takes off, and I'm just like, oh, da-da-da-da-da, and all of a sudden you hear this, everything just shuts down.
Get me off the plane.
I'm like, and so I look at my coworker, and I'm like, man, are we gonna have to get off this place in a hurry? He's like, I don't know. And the guy's like, oh, yeah, so our instruments weren't in sync with one another, so we had to reboot the system. And I said to myself, what is this thing running, Windows? Like, come on.
That's a good one.
Well, considering that's what we were doing, we were building out a Windows environment for a particular financial institution. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. It's like, what happened? You get a blue screen of death showing up on the altimeter? Jeez.
I'm already frustrated with this app. So am I on the right app then? Like, I don't see nothing about TV.
No, you gotta wait. You gotta wait until you're on the plane.
Oh, and then does it pop up in like a
basically you have to go. You'll have to basically go into airplane mode, then turn on Wi-Fi and select the in-flight Wi-Fi. Then
will they walk me through this? This sounds like
you're using an Apple phone, man. I don't know anything about an Apple phone.
I'm just a little frustrated right now.
Oh, you know what?
Because all right, so I booked my flight for this trip before I realized that I was going to fly Southwest back-to-back times when I'm flying out to Chicago in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I created my Southwest account after I booked my first flight.
Okay.
So my account only shows the Chicago flight in 2 weeks. Does not show this flight. I keep having to put it in. It will not save to my itinerary.
Huh. Interesting.
But I'm probably doing something wrong. Let's be real. All right. You got anything else? Am I allowed to wear shorts and t-shirt on plane? I don't feel like I got like an honest answer.
I do.
You think that's all right? Just basketball shorts and t-shirt? Because I figure we're going straight to the hotel anyway because we have our couple business meetings and things to do on Friday. So I knew I was going to get changed.
Yeah, because I'm not. I'm just looking. I'm kind of looking like this tomorrow and bringing change clothes for different.
Well, you're also driving. Yeah,
but I also like to. I like to dress in a nice, comfy way when I drive too. So, we'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, it's fun.
I got to figure out how to add this.
Mary was asking if you used the same email address to do both.
I did.
That's right, you did.
Yeah, because it's both. I use the business email.
Yeah. Daisy Dukes in a cutoff shirt, Danny. You know you want to. I love it, Nicole. Except, you know what? Seriously, if I have to pick him up from the airport and he's wearing Daisy Dukes, no. I'm going to have him sit in the back seat to make him think I'm an Uber or something like that.
That'd be awesome. It's like driving Miss Daisy, but I get super car sick. So I don't think putting me in the back is a really good idea, to tell you the truth. All right, I'm going to figure this out. It's going to bother me.
Figure it out, he says.
Ooh, maybe past flights? No,
because you don't have any past flights.
Might be save flights, upcoming flights. There's no save flight. Yeah, I don't like this app already.
You know what? I bet you any money. Yeah, actually, you know what? We'll talk to a friendly gate agent.
Search flight status. I won't do flight status. Let me if I just do check-in. Oh, maybe if I do check-in because it's retrieving my reservation. But what's my confirmation number? See, you know what we all make fun of.
Your confirmation number is your record locator, which is 6 characters.
Yeah, I didn't know it. I wasn't saying like where can I find it. I just didn't know. Well, I guess I kind of was saying where can I find it, but I got it. Everybody wants to make fun of
Carolyn
spirit.
Says, Carolyn says you're high maintenance, but you have a nice haircut.
Thank you. Who said I'm high maintenance?
Carolyn. She says
Carolyn.
high maintenance, but a nice haircut.
Check in. You're checked in. View boarding pass.
Hey Nicole, did you happen to buy? Did you happen to get buttons like we were talking about? I knew you were trying to get buttons.
Boarding's at 11:50 a.m. What type of malarkey is that? Well, I don't like they use my middle name. I didn't give you permission.
11:50 means your flight leaves at 12:20.
It does. I'm used to Spirit. You leave at 12:20. You board at 12:07.
Hey, it doesn't mean that they won't be boarding at 12:07.
I don't want to send that. You know what? I'm gonna take a screenshot of my boarding pass.
Screenshot stuff. Oh, jeez.
Add to Apple Wallet. I don't even know how to use my Apple Wallet. This is ridiculous. All right, you know what? Take us away.
Yeah, take us away, he says. Take us away, he says.
Take me away.
You heard the show, and we hope you want more. Well, feel free to join us over at our social media platforms. Instagram and our Facebook page can be found at Behind the Ears Podcast. Our webpage is behindtheearspodcast.net, and our email is behindtheearspodcast@gmail.com. And our Twitter handle is @BehindTheEarsPC. And come and join the conversation about all things Disney over at the WDW community page. Don't forget to rate and review the show over at iTunes or Apple Podcasts, as it really helps us get the word out about the show. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the show on iTunes or Apple Podcasts or the Podbean app. Also, you can listen to us on Stitcher Radio, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, and via Alexa and Google Home.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us here on this bizarre episode. At the end of the day, everybody, I just want you to realize we will literally be giving you non-stop Behind the Ears podcast for the next 72 hours. Think about it. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I might try to stream from the plane. There's Wi-Fi.
Well, you have to pay for the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, if you can stream from the plane?
They say no, but...
So you're saying there's a chance?
I'm saying I don't know, because I was too cheap to actually pay for the Wi-Fi. If you use the Wi-Fi for the in-flight entertainment, it's free, but I didn't actually buy
it. It's not free Wi-Fi outside of the entertainment.
No.
You know, Southwest, you're getting a little sneaky. You're starting to sound like Spirit. Maybe it's something to do with the S's. Sneaky, Southwest, Spirit. See what I just did there? 3 S's. What? With that being said, thanks to everybody for joining us. We're going to give you a lot of content in the next 3 days. Thank you in advance to everybody who's going to show up to Indianapolis to see us. And everybody who's staying at home, be sure to stay by your phones. With that being said, I am Uncle Danny, and I'll see you all in 24 hours.
And this is Mr. Chris. Pray for me, because I'm going to have to hang out with Uncle Danny for the next 3 days.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be great. Next Tuesday, you'll find out whether or not we still have a podcast. No, I'm just kidding. It's going to be absolutely a blast. We can't wait to see everybody down there, make new friends, meet new people. And by all means, we are all there still for one reason alone. And it is to basically make a lot of money for Give Kids the World Village. It is going to be completely epic. If you guys have any questions for us, do get a hold of us. The best way to get a hold of us is probably going to be through email, unless you instant message us directly. Just to let you guys know that. I will not answer my phone or messages while I'm on the road, and obviously Danny can't do that when he's in the air. So if we don't get right back to you, it's not because we're ignoring you. It's because we can't get back to you. But we will see you there. I know Danny's basically making fun of me, thinking I've got the gift of gab. With that being said, have a wonderful and magical day. Take care.